Did you know Knights of Grandshelt had a tattoo? It looks cool, adds to their design, but where did it come from? We know Laswo doesn't have a tattoo. Did Rain? Oh, yeah, he does. Okay, mystery solved, never mind. Knights of Granshelt's Trustmaster reward is a materia that grants a demon and human killer plus buff, so long as your unit's carrying either a large sword or a katana. The conditions are a bit limiting, especially given that these equipments are more likely to be given to physical attackers, but it could definitely be worse. Their Super Trustmaster reward is a two-handed greatsword. I promise the katana is in there somewhere. It has high attack, high variance, beast and dragon killer plus, and when equipped to Knights of Grandshelt, it gives them an extra 500 attack. It's already very good just with the stats and killers alone. Onto their active abilities. Glorious Saber breaks break gauges. Oh gosh, I forgot this mechanic existed. Profusing Light deals light damage that chains of absolute mirror of equity and lowers the enemy's light resistance by 120%. Give It All We've Got can be used once per battle. It boosts Knights of Granshelt's light damage by 50%, their attack by 300%, their limit burst damage by 200%, and fills their limit burst gauge if it's at max level. Give Us the Strength to End This will restore a lot of HP and MP. Passives. Both the Trustmaster reward or Super Trustmaster reward equipped, Knights of Grandshelt will get all these killers. It's really amazing, as even if you don't include the ones from the Trustmaster reward or Super Trustmaster reward, they already have strong killers against beasts and demons too. They also meet half the cap to limit burst damage and have a nice limit burst regen. They prefer to carry a single weapon, beating half the boost to their chain limit cap. Thanks to the Blood of Aldor, they'll get stats and a guts buff, and thanks to the Blood of Hest, they'll get chain damage boost and extra damage to enemies who've had their break gauges broken. At EX plus 2, they'll get Warring Spirit and 500 attack. Onto their limit burst. Inflicts a 20% Greatsword Impero, a 80% defense break, a 120% light Impero, boosts their limit burst damage by 150%, and then deals strong light damage. Time to change forms. Knights of Granshelt's Brave Shift has a 4-turn duration and a 4-turn cooldown. Onto their active abilities. Supreme Impact chains of absolute mirror of equity and can fill their limit burst gauge by a small amount. Shining Breakdown deals light damage that chains of bolting strike and inflicts a 120% light Impero. Passives. They're practically the same, except they have a stronger limit burst regen. Now, onto their limit burst. The Greatsword Impero rises to 30%, the Light Impero to 130%. There is no defense break, but the attack itself is a bit stronger. Use it one more time though, and its strength about doubles. It's worth mentioning that this boost has actually been buffed compared to the Japanese version. Let's rank Brave abilities. Raising their abilities just raises their damage modifier, not their effects. Supreme Impact and Shining Breakdown are the winners because they're stronger, but you will eventually use Profusing Light. Either way, all the damage really comes from their Brave Shift's limit burst down. Time to make a damage rotation. On turn 1, triple cast Profusing Light. Keep doing that until their limit burst is ready. Once it is, switch forms, and use their limit burst. On the turn after that, cast Give It All We've Got, and double cast Shining Breakdown. Then, use their limit burst again. If you didn't manage to win, hopefully you've got some way to fill their limit burst gauge out before they switch back, but if you can't, just triple cast Shining Breakdown. From there, they revert to base form, so just follow the same formula of waiting 4 turns. So, EX2? If you can, yeah. EX plus 2 gives him more stats and more importantly Warring Spirit, which really saves time in his rotation. Of course, it's only necessary if you need his big damage quickly, but admittedly that's often the case anyways. EX plus 3 gives him his Vision card. It is a very good Vision card. The attack stat is very high. That attack isn't even its final form. Also, the limit burst damage boost and attack buff never hurt anyone. However, it's also EX plus 3 on a premium unit, so good luck with that. So how good is Knights of Grandshelt? They're really, really, really powerful. Their modifiers are big. Their killers are big. Their greatsword is big. But they're also locked to light, and sometimes life is just like that. Their Brave Shift is also limited to 4 turns, but even if you don't manage to win within that turn count, their base form isn't the worst ever. Still, any support will be greatly appreciated, as their grandest buff is only 1 use. Their limit burst would like to be used as often as possible, and if you have a strong defense break, go for it. Overall, Knights of Grandshelt will be a glorious answer to anything that doesn't resist light, but at the same time if your enemy happens to resist light, then yeah, you're pretty much out of luck. After reviewing Knights of Grandshelt, I can only say one thing. Wow, Stormseeker Esther is really good. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, leave a like and subscribe. Comment below if you'll get Knights of Grandshelt. They face a similar problem to most premium units that aren't named Esther, but either way, their strength is undeniable. Even just getting Knights of Grandshelt is great, especially because of that Vision card. But if you don't feel like getting him, no pressure. After all, even though they'll be one of the strongest units for a long time, they won't stay on top forever. That's where the Riser robot goes.